Hello to my patrons and the people who could wait a year. How did you do it? So I'm not going to get the thumbnail right now. I actually already got it. But I am going to get a drink because I just suddenly felt really parched right as I started this. So, that's the good stuff. And by the good stuff, I mean the last swallow of what I have left. Hello! This is the episode where I have to take down my Christmas tree. And I don't want you to see it just yet. I didn't want to spoil it in the thumbnail because I want you to see the beautiful thing and then I will take it down. I'll get this episode going. It's been kind of rough, but let's get this done. Let's make this happen. Let's have a good show. Let me think of what I want to say to start this, how to kick this off, how to get things in motion. Look, I don't really know Christmas traditions, so how does this go? And this is where the theme song goes. Sorry if it looked like I completely blanked there. It's 'cause I did. It's been a week, y'all. It's been a week. But let's get going, huh? Oh, I like to go right up to the 2-minute mark. I didn't have to get a thumbnail, so it's all thrown off now. That's the last of the mouth wettening. All right. Checking the time. We're good. Let's make some magic. You're listening to Fix My Carcast, hosted by Bear Claw Billy, and this is episode 158. Comedian and musician Keith Hebert will join us after he's taken down all the plastic reindeer. But first, housekeeping. This is the show where you pick what I say and how I say it. Pick a topic or prompt by donating to the GoFundMe and vote on the gimmick by joining my Patreon for just $1 a month. Join at the $5 or higher level and also get bonus episodes and behind-the-scenes footage. Links are in the description. Also down there, merch. Get yourself some merch. Hey, did you not get any good gifts this year? Well, that's okay. The only shopper who truly understands you is you. So get Fix My Carcast on your body. No new donors this week. The total raise for paying off my car repair debt is holding at $2,442. Still a palindrome. Also, when we get to $3,000, it unlocks an automatic show gimmick, which is I will record an episode at sea as soon as I'm declared medically seaworthy. We're not there yet. Fun fact, did you know that this whole podcast disappears when we hit $10,000? Throw it on the curb for the garbage collectors to pick up. Hey, do you like the theme song? No? Well, if you make a donation of $50 or more, in addition to picking an episode topic, you get to change one thing about the theme song forever. Unless somebody else changes it back. Want me to add the sound of a Norway spruce smacking into concrete? I'll do it. $50. Also, if you would like to own the painting I made in episode 118, I'll be giving it away to the next person who donates $100 or more. That's right, own a piece of Fix My Carcast history while you still can. If you'd like to see the painting before you buy it, it can be viewed in the raw video version of episode 118 over on Patreon. Link in the description. Or I could just show it to you now. Nah. All right, no new patrons this week. Bummer. Now it's time for a topic suggestion. I'll suggest topics I think I could easily talk about for a whole episode, though admittedly I think the show is more fun when it's something I'm completely clueless about. So, something I could talk about is all the movies I've seen this week. I can't drive, can't work, and I'm broke, but 3 amazing friends each took me to a movie this week. And I'd love to talk about all of them, the friends and the movies. Want to know more? Donate today. Checking in on the best city in the world based on which city listened to the last episode the most, and we've got us another singles night tie. Ties are broken by whichever city listened to the most episodes, and our big winner is Portland, Maine. Congratulations, Portland, Maine. Let it be known that your Boreas Pass Road, Sapphire Point Overlook, and Quandary Peak are the best in the world for 7 days. That was a burp, and I tried to pretend it wasn't. Last episode, I talked about why I think that some people don't care for movies as a medium while playing the film The Barn Dance in its entirety. By the way, what a lovely coincidence that the topic was about not enjoying movies while I had to play a movie on the show. You can't plan this stuff. I mean, you can, but it's not as fun. You can see video of all the raw footage, plus a little extra, over on Patreon. Also, head over to Patreon for a bonus episode where I talk about Dracula's alive? Okay, let's talk next week's gimmick poll. These are your choices for next week's episode gimmick. They are: record it with my window open, make paper dolls, do it like a slumber party, and our returning gimmick, do it like an ASMR video. Let's review. That's number 1. Record it with my window open. It is currently January in Maine, so that's gonna suck, but vote for it if you want it. Number 2, make paper dolls. That's right. I will fold up some paper, I will cut it out, and it'll look like little people holding hands. Isn't that nice? Number 3, do it like a slumber party. Betch, you don't even know what you're in for if that one wins. And number 4, our returning gimmick, do it like an ASMR video. I have no idea if that sounded good or not. Remember that any gimmick that gets just a single vote is eligible for a second chance in 6 weeks. Be sure to vote over on Patreon. The poll closes Thursday, January 16th at noon Eastern America time. All right, time for today's gimmick, which is take down my Christmas tree. Of course, gimmicks don't start until housekeeping is out of the way, in case any of them prevent me from sharing vital information. But now, we are entering the gimmick zone. From this point on, gimmicks are active and everything is improvised. There's no sponsored topic for today's episode, so I'll take inspiration from a randomized Wikipedia page, which is sports. We're moving on. Some words, I don't know what they are, but it looks too short. We're moving on. Looks like a place. Not a whole lot of information. We're moving on. Okay. We have got us a topic, and that topic is the album Coco, a studio album by Colby Kayat. I hope I am pronouncing that right. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and guess that I have not heard a single track from this album, but that is what we will be discussing here today. But first things first, I gotta take down my Christmas tree. And to do that, well, first I have to pick up my Christmas tree. Whoa-wee! There she is. There's the old girl. And I thought it would be fun to put her on the desk directly in the path of the information I'm supposed to be reading. So yeah, this is my Christmas tree. She's a little one. And she's got a whole bunch of fun ornaments. And there's kind of a backstory to the tree. I don't know if I should talk about it on the show because I'm supposed to be talking about Colby Kayat's album, which, if you'll permit the Christmas tree in the way, it's got 3 singles, Bubbly, Realize, and The Little Things. And from those titles, I don't recognize any of the songs off the top of my head. Who knows? Maybe I've heard them, but I don't recognize those. I've heard the name Colby Kayat. I don't think I can name a single one of her songs right now. But while I read about this, I am going to slowly start taking the ornaments off my Christmas tree. So I did not celebrate Christmas as a kid. Family's religious beliefs. We didn't celebrate nothing. You know, that's what you know, culture and community is for, is celebrating nothing ever. And so one year I decided I'm doing Christmas, and a friend, a dear friend, got me this aluminum tree. And I asked a bunch of my friends, hey, I've literally never had a Christmas tree before. can you all give me ornaments to put on it? And it was wonderful. I had like basically each friend either made or bought or found an amazing ornament for me. I put some silly things on it myself as well. So yeah, it's a fun little story, but I guess that's not what I'm talking about today. I'm talking about Colby Kayat. So while I do that, let me take the most important ornament off the top, which is Ariel from The Little Mermaid. I don't remember where I got this one, but that doesn't matter. We're here to talk about the debut studio album by American singer-songwriter Colby Kayat. So this is an album that came out in 2007 in the United States. After her prominence on MySpace, following several shots at singing competitions, she enlisted English producer Michal Blue. I know nothing of this, and I think I'm probably going to have to get right to the singles to make this work out. So let me take this this Venom ornament that I'm pretty sure predates all the Venom movies, not counting Spider-Man 3, of course. I don't even remember where I got this. I think I got this out of a vending machine or something. I'm pretty sure it was just put in a quarter, see what falls out, and what fell out was Venom. So I said, yeah, that's going on my Christmas tree. All right, so the lead single off of this album is Bubbly, which was a huge international hit. I have no idea what it's about. The other two singles were Realize and The Little Things. Something Special was released as a promo to support the 2008 Summer Olympics in Beijing, China, while Midnight Bottle was a promotional single and a success in Brazil. You know, it's exciting when you're a success somewhere else in the world. Why, I am apparently blowing up in Singapore. That's right, Singapore represents 10% of the listenership of this entire show. Don't know who in Singapore thought I suddenly sounded like hot shit. But let me take down another ornament. This one is of a particular satellite dish in, I want to say, New Zealand or Australia. Which one is Sam Neill from? I can't remember. But there's a movie called The Dish, and it's all about a satellite dish that had to be used in an emergency situation to cover the moon landing. It's a really interesting movie, and a dear, dear friend of mine gave me a Christmas ornament based on it, because these are the kinds of friendships that I have, because life is a joy forever. All right, well, let's learn more about Colby Kayat, who started singing at age 11. Good for her. She got an interest in doing music after Lauryn Hill's role in the film Sister Act 2. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Here's just a generic ornament that has no symbolic significance whatsoever, other than it's being a real pain in the ass for me to get off of the fucking tree. I'd love to tell you more about the techno songs that Colby Kayat is a fan of. Boy, this one is not... there you go. That's just a random blue one that sucked. Yeah, there's some random sparklies that definitely do not want to play. This is going to be a hands-on experience, I think. All right, something about techno songs. Kayat met English producer Michal Blue, who hired her to sing on techno songs at fashion shows. What a way to get your breakthrough. Okay, so Bubbly is from like the very beginning. Is this her first album? It must be. I gotta be honest, I thought that this would be a funnier gimmick to have the tree directly blocking my way, but it's mostly just kind of pissing me off, and I don't know how listenable the episode is. But let me go for another ornament here. This is from the same friend that made the dish ornament, and this one is Leah Thompson in various film roles. Let's see. That's Howard the Duck, Back to the Future, Space Camp. I want to say that's Casual Sex. And I haven't seen All the Right Moves, but I'm pretty sure this is All the Right Moves. So thank you so much again to that friend. But enough about my tree. Let's talk about Colby Kayat's MySpace popularity. Remember MySpace? You know, I still have a MySpace artist page. I believe the player doesn't work anymore. It's technically still up, though. It's just out there in the ether. So, you know, if you want to listen to some of my old songs. Oh, now this little fella, this one is extra special. This one actually came from a friend who I met the year that I asked for Christmas ornaments. It's a little mouse on a sled. It is so cute. And unfortunately, the friend who gave it to me is no longer with us. So it's always a sweet reminder of her memory whenever I see it. Okay, let's talk some more about writing songs. Okay, so Kobe Kayat was writing the songs herself, putting them up on MySpace, and then she got a record deal, and she went on tour with the Goo Goo Dolls that summer. Good for her. I'm so proud of you, Kobe Kayat, who I don't know if you're still putting music out now, but I sure hope you are. I am still. I have a new single out this week. Oh, it probably would have been good to talk about it on the show. It's called Then Rave She Must. Go check it out. It's available wherever sounds for listening are available to be listened to. All right. Here's another one. Oh, I want to... Yeah, this one's custom made because it literally has my name on it. Merry Christmas, Billy, it says. And it's got Gizmo on the back because I am, of course, a massive fan of Gremlins. Thank you so much for this ornament. Oh my gosh. I treasure it forever. And also, it's just really clever because it's like, it's Gizmo wearing a Santa hat, but it's also star-shaped. Oh, just wonderful. Just the absolute best. I love my friends. All right, so the album shows off Kobe's warm and inviting voice. Somebody called it a wispy and amiable exercise in coffee house soul. Oh boy, yeah, that doesn't sound like my particular cup of tunes, but you know, hey, I'll check it out. I mean, whenever I get a music one on the show, it's always interesting to me to like at least give it a listen and try to see what it's like. Lyrically, the album features numerous love songs that find Kayat practically hyperventilating over romantic relationships. Oh, maybe it will be relatable to me because I am a romantic mess, as is probably evidenced by how sentimental I am about a tree. But aren't we all? Isn't that what Christmas is for? Then again, it's January. If anything is the mood of January, it's taking down all the jingle shit. And getting ready for that suck-ass January and February that nobody likes. Quite literally nobody, right? Everyone hates snow, just like me. Isn't that correct? No? Are people different from me? That won't do. JK, it's fine. We're all here to learn from each other and get along. All right. I actually thought I had more to take off the tree. But I guess I don't. So maybe I'll get to clearly read some Kobe Kayat facts for you. This ornament, absolutely love. Someone made me a custom robot from Lost in Space Christmas ornament that, of course, I cannot tell what branch it's actually on, and it might have to stay up, which technically it totally can, because it's an aluminum tree. So it doesn't have to come down. It's not being thrown out. Oh God, I'm going to wreck it. What the hell? It is really on this branch. It refuses to leave. This one is lost in the tree. Danger, danger, danger. All right, we've got the robot from Lost in Space. What a phenomenal ornament, homemade. Love it so much. And folks, I think that's it for the ornaments. I think I just have to unwrap the lights now. I really thought there were more ornaments, but you know what? Cat must have gotten to some of them. So let me just tell you a little bit about this. This song has been compared to Jack Johnson's Bubble Toes. What the fuck is that? Feelings Show. Now, why does that sound like one I've heard? An unobtrusive acoustic guitar, mild grooves, and a subtle beat until it builds up for the chorus. This is absolutely not my cup of music. But sponsor me to listen to it, and I will. That's how this show works. If you're like, hey, you got to listen to a whole Kobe Kayat album and tell me exactly what you think of it, I will do that. But I'll tell you right now, folks, I work for money, and I ain't listening to this for free. I'm sure it's fine. I wish no ill will on anybody, but nothing gets me to shrink faster than Jack Johnson. I don't know. That is just so not my vibe in any way, and that's totally cool if it's yours. Just, there are certain, in any genre, in any medium, there's just certain things that make you go, I don't think so. And that's fine, I got friends I have a friend who dislikes every movie genre. Like, I can just go down the list and be like, oh, they hate westerns. Oh, they hate musicals. I don't like war movies. There's mine. What do they got to say other than killing's good or killing's bad? And either way, one's obvious and one's wrong. So, all right. Something about Jay Leno. Boy, I'm going on a tangent here because this is how this show works. Nobody paid for this, so I can talk about whatever. I went down a rabbit hole on Jay Leno. Apparently, my brain, and this is fascinating to me, because, like, all our minds do this. Like, you have sort of a general idea of history, like your personal history, like the things you remember from history from your lifetime. And then every once in a while, something will just shake up your memory, and it'll be totally wrong. And for me, it was, I fell asleep one night, and when I woke up, a random Jay Leno headlines segment was playing, and he mentioned President Obama, and my brain went, no, Jay Leno did not host The Tonight Show when Barack Obama was president. He totally did, you guys! Anyway, that has nothing to do with anything other than, I don't know, Christmas, time, the nature of things, whatever. But yeah, that was my own personal little, I don't want to use that term that people use for when a Berenstain Bear book is misspelled, and it's vaguely racist if you really look into it. But yeah, that was kind of a moment for me to be like, no, Jay Leno was never host of The Tonight Show while Barack Obama was president. Yeah, Conan took over while Bush was still around, and then, no? Is that not what happened? Fuck. All right, but I'm not talking about that. Wikipedia says I gotta talk about a French translated version of one of her songs called C'est Petit Rien. Rien? Is that a, what's Rien? Is that a dog? Is that a reindeer? The Little Dogs? Well, I could just scroll down to the titles and see if one of them is The Little Dogs. And then mentally Frenchify it, I guess. No, it's The Little Things. Why did I think it was Little Dogs? Rien. Chien. That's French for dog. I have not taken French in so long. Pardon me. Pardonnez-moi. Donnez-moi la lampe. I can remember so little. All right, this does not look like an album for me, but yet I must talk about it. All right, honestly, this is just a bunch of sales information and then links. So actually, the article's not that long. I don't have that much to pull from anyway. So yeah, once you get into the technical stuff, this is actually pretty short. Oh, somebody panned the album with 1 out of 5 stars, labeling it a glossy, utterly soulless album. Well, in fairness, albums don't have souls. The people that make them probably don't either. I don't know. What is the soul? We can get into that debate later. Sponsor me to talk about what the soul is. We could have, like, crazy interesting episodes, or we could talk about Coco by Kobayashi Maru. What's her name? Kobe Kayat. Which, again, I'm sure is fine. It's totally fine. I'm not knocking this album. Hey, go out there and try to turn the feelings that you feel in your silly little body into sounds that wiggle other people's ears and make them feel shit too. Isn't it wild that that works? That shouldn't work. That's the best thing about humans, is like, none of this should work, and yet it does. What are we doing? So I guess I'm technically not done taking down my Christmas tree. I do need to unwrap the lights. This is probably going to be a bit of a process. So while I'm doing this, why don't I tell you some more about this album? Something about Fleetwood Mac? No, this is about, okay, the music on the album itself. Let's go. The opening track, Oxygen, glides by in a serene, soft rock shuffle, with Kayat's vocal being compared to those of Joss Stone and Corinne Bailey Rae. Well, I do like the occasional song from a couple of those people. Folks, I don't know if this is happening. I don't think I can. Whoa! All right. I don't know how I did this. Folks, you know, I'm almost embarrassed to say this, but I had briefly considered just making a stupid pun and just like yelling at the tree, because get it? Take down my Christmas tree. You stupid tree! You stupid tree! Where do you get off looking like that? You think you're the best tree on the block? Well, you're not even the 50th best tree on the block. But, you know, that would be silly, and we don't do silly things here on this show. We do very serious things. I'll tell you what, though, because this is an aluminum tree, I tend to just keep it up year-round. So that's the big surprise here, folks, is I've never taken this tree down. Whenever Christmas is over, I just throw it right in a box, and I throw it back in the attic. And I'm slowly starting to realize that, yeah, that might be the only way to do this, because I have got a real tangle of a mess of a wow here. I don't know if these lights are coming off, because I can't figure this out, but I suppose I haven't fulfilled the gimmick if I can't get these lights off. So let me fucking do that. I can't follow what the hell is happening towards the bottom here. This thing has gotten tangled up in all kinds of special ways. I can't figure out where this starts and where this ends. All right, we're going in from the back. We're going in the other way, because this is really something. Maybe I will take down this tree. You stupid tree. How'd you get tangled like this? There's just one problem. The only person to take down is me, because I'm the one who did this. Oh, boy. Okay. This has been tied up in knots. I got to pull this out, and I got to do it without pulling out my mic cord. So that's the fun we're in for today on Fix My Carcast. I am getting little aluminum needles everywhere, and I hate it. This is bad. This is really bad. This is badly done. But, you know, what's important is, lyrically, the song has Colby joyously incapacitated in a metaphoric way, wanting to share her feelings for a special guy. The follow-up track, The Little Things, talks about love reconciliation, while One Fine Wire deals with emotional distress. Its lead single, Bubbly, is built over simple strummed acoustic guitar, a whisper of drums for a beat, and as described by Lamb, Colby Kayat's unadorned singing. I now have the mic cord wrapped up with the twinkle lights, and I'm fucked. I think maybe I'm just gonna pull until this seems like it's working. At one point I thought maybe I could intricately navigate the branches, and now I'm thinking that's fucking dumb, and I'm fucked, and this is stupid, and this was a bad idea. But you know what? Has that ever stopped an episode of this show? No, it has not. Holy fucking shit. The lights are off. I am absolutely covered in shiny needles. But that's the tree. And per the gimmick of the episode, I'm supposed to take down the Christmas tree. So here I go. You bastard! I've done it, folks. Anyway, give Colby Kayat's album a look, or a listen even. I mean, I guess you can look at it. You know what? Just buy it. Don't take it out of the case, and just stare at it. That's the best way to enjoy Colby Kayat. That's the best way to enjoy Curb Your Enthusiasm's Cacophony. As always, it's January. Get that tree out of your house. What a fucking mess. What an absolute fucking mess. You know what? You paid, you get to see. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Oh, look at this shit. Oh, I am covered. I'm covered in sparkly needles. I don't love it. But there it is. There's the show. This was a bad idea. I kind of wish I'd stuck with my original jokey plan of taking down the Christmas tree, but it's done now, and I hate this, and I'm never doing this again. There's a reason I just put it back in the attic at the end of every Christmas. But it's accomplished, and I did it, and who knows, maybe I'll put more lights on it next year. Yay, I did it! I took down a Christmas tree!